Hi, Sharon. Thank you ever so much for joining us today and sharing your experience, your project with our customers. I'm sure that I know they'll find it really, really useful.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Sharon, can I ask you just to cast your mind back to the really early, in fact, when your project was just a figment in your imagination, yours and Ricky's imagination, and say what you were trying to do and what you actually did.
So our project began a couple of years ago in our heads. Um, we have a largest sized living room, which has been extended by the previous owners of this property, and it was quite dark. So our thinking first started with, oh, let's put a lantern, a sky lantern in that room. We actually ended up doing a complete renovation of the lower ground, like our the ground floor of our house, and building an extension to extend out our kitchen. So we ended up putting two lanterns in, and then that was what led us to think about actually the window treat options.
Yeah. Oh, well, it became a big project, much
It did.
bigger than you initially anticipated, I guess.
That's right.
And what were the concerns? What were the reasons for thinking about shading?
So we'd been told, whilst sky lanterns are great, that actually they could be a bit of a greenhouse, and in summer we'd get really hot. Um, but in both of the rooms where they're situated, we have TVs, wall-mounted TV screens, and so we were concerned that there would be glare at especially at certain times of the year when it's particularly sunny. And so we wanted to address both glare and heat.
Yeah. What options did you look at to address the heat and the glare?
So it was, we were always thinking of blinds. It was just about trying to find the right company. And so I did some Google searching, as you do, and then came across WindowTreat.
Oh, fantastic. And what was your experience with WindowTree? You presumably had a call with Chris and a video
That's
call.
right. I did. I had a video call, which was quite interesting because I'd not, other companies might just send you a quote, or some companies did just send a quote over. But the fact that Chris wanted to have a conversation, at first I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, well, why do we need to have a video call? But it was useful, and he talked me through all of the products and the different options and explained in more detail about the different types of fabrics and their suitability for different needs. So actually that was quite helpful.
Excellent. Yeah, no, Chris is very technical. And did you feel like it was a salesy process or more?
No, it didn't feel salesy at all. And I think that's what my initial skepticism was, is this going to be like a hard sell kind of call? And it wasn't. It was very much more of an inform, so that I could make the right kind of choice should I choose to go ahead with WindowTreat.
No, thank you. And so what you chose in the end was two Athena roof lantern blinds with a linen style fabric metallized on the outside to reflect
That's right.
huge amounts of heat back out of your glazing,
Yeah,
to prevent a significant warming of your space. Uh,
yeah.
so the and why did you choose that option?
It was because we did then begin to experience exactly that, the heat coming in as summer started to hit and the temperatures warmed up. We did start to experience the heat, and so Chris did recommend that that would be the best option if we wanted to have something that was not. We didn't want complete blackout. We still wanted some light filtering, but we wanted the heat to be tackled as well as the shading for the TV. So that's why
Yeah,
we chose that one. And I
yeah.
think as well, there's something to do with the size of the lanterns that we had, then dictated which of the options might be suitable as well.
Yeah, no, that's right. You've got quite a large, well, you have a large roof lantern. I think it's 2 meters by 3 meters in the
Something
room
like
that
that.
you're in. Massive. Yeah, if we took a more, let's say, a more junior option, or less engineered option, then it'd get a little bit saggy. You'd have rippling in the fabric. So you've got the Athena.
That's right.
And normally I ask this towards the end, but I mean, what does it look like? Is it flush? Is it what you expected?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm really happy with it. Really, really happy with it. It does what we need it to do. It's effective. So where I'm sitting right now, sometimes I mean, I work from home a lot, several days a week, and sometimes I sit in this exact position. And at certain times of the day, the sun also comes in and glares on me and makes it quite difficult for people to see me on the video screen. During summer as well, it can get quite hot in here. We do have bifolding doors, but I don't always want the doors wide open whilst I'm working. Um, and I've used it quite a lot, quite a few times, just hold on a minute, and I go and press the button and I can literally feel the temperature dropping as the screen glides across, and then all of the glare that's on the video while I'm talking just disappears. So it's great.
And is the finish of the fabric a clean, flat finish?
Yeah, yeah, it's perfect.
Oh,
Absolutely perfect.
fantastic. And of course, after going through the inform stage, you had the survey and the installation from our two installers.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that process? Was it a good process?
Yeah, it was fine. I had to wait a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that was my misunderstanding of how long it took for the blinds to be ready. Um, and then the guys who came to install it were very professional, treated my house with respect, very clean and tidy, and did a bang on job in terms of installing it really well.
Yeah. And before we take a look at your your blind, can I just ask
Hmm.
you the million-dollar question, really? Would you recommend WindowTreat to friends and family?
I would, yeah, I would, and I have. So, because we've done a lot of work in our house, friends or people that know that we've done work who are also thinking about doing work come round and like, oh, very nice, looks like nice in here. And then we go and look at our blinds. And then, if you want blinds, I can tell you, who we use for this. So absolutely would not hesitate to recommend.
Oh, that's music to my ears, Sharon. Thank you ever so much. And oh, I think our customers love to see your Athena blind. Is that
Sure.
possible?
Yeah. Let me just turn my camera around. So, this is the blind. If I step back, let me just see. So yeah, this is the larger one. So this is the extension that we built. And then so this is why we had it, because as you can see here, the TV area that we have, and you can see the glare that will possibly come onto the screen from that. And so we have it installed here, and then we just have the little wall control that allows us to switch it backwards and forwards if we need to.
Fantastic. Can we see it in action, do you think?
Yep.
Here close and
Oh, wrong button. There we go. So this is how it looks. And as I said earlier, we didn't want complete blackout. Um, but even though it's not complete blackout, it is quite effective at reducing the glare on the TV. And as I said, with the metallized piece, it is really effective as well in reducing the temperature in the room. You literally feel the temperature drop as the blind goes across. So that sits there now, uh, fully closed.
oh, fantastic. And it is a lovely finish. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
Athena is a high, Chris refers to it as the second generation of roof lantern blinds, where it's a lot of tension across that fabric. But
Yeah, and you can see there the reduced glare now on the TV from before. So yeah, that's the one in our kitchen. Just
and can I be
opening it
cheeky
back
and just
again.
ask you to open the blind again? I'll be
Yeah, just
recording.
doing that. There you go.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much, Sharon.
You're welcome.